Choose any ATM of your convenience and stand a chance to win gold sovereigns.
Lanka
On the 20th of March 2023, the Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund approved a 48-month extended arrangement of around $3 billion to Sri Lanka under its extended fund facility. Thereby, Sri Lanka received the first tranche of the IMF bailout package totaling $333 million on the 21st of March 2023. Thereafter, the second and third tranches totaling $337 million and $336 million respectively were disbursed by the IMF during the last 2 years. Meanwhile, discussions concerning the third review of the IMF were held at the Presidential Secretariat recently. Speaking in Parliament yesterday, President Anura Dissanayake said that the report relating to the IMF third review had already been submitted. Issuing a statement last night, the International Monetary Fund stated that the Executive Board of the IMF has completed the third review under the EFF arrangement with Sri Lanka. To that end, Sri Lanka is expected to receive a total of $334 million, bringing the total IMF financial disbursements up to $1.34 billion. According to the IMF, the performance of the country under the program has been strong. The statement issued by the IMF added that all quantitative targets for end December 2024 were met, except the indicative target on social spending. The organization also highlighted that most structural benchmarks due by end January 2025 were either met or implemented with delay, while ensuring that the recovery efforts are gaining momentum. The Deputy Managing Director of the IMF Executive Board, Kenji Okamura, stated that the reforms in Sri Lanka are bearing fruit and the economic recovery has been remarkable, with inflation remaining low and reserves continuing to accumulate. The IMF further added that as the economy is still vulnerable, sustaining the reform agenda is critical to put the economy on a path towards lasting recovery and debt sustainability.
The important aspect as of now is to prepare the economy to take off to reach the level that we are seeking for. Given the situation Sri Lanka was in, government took several rational measures in order to stabilize the economy. One of them was to stay within the IMF program. Another was to facilitate the debt restructuring program. In this process, there are several priorities as a government that we need to look into. One of them is the creation of macro level stability. The present government was able to achieve that objective within a short period of time, and we are directing and navigating the economy in the correct trajectory, allowing businesses to perform at their best capacity, state institutions to provide the regulatory framework. For this country to progress, we need to improve our level of governance, our transparency, accountability as institutions and politicians. Government's approach is to prioritize on the people's needs as the first item. That is where we negotiated with the IMF team within the framework wherever possible to provide relief, to facilitate the requirements of industries. The focus on fiscal discipline is another important area as a government that we focused on to ensure no wastage of public money. We need to take this economy from where it is now. Within the next 5 years, by 2030, our exports to grow from $20 billion to over $40 billion. And the fourth review of the IMF program is scheduled to be started soon. We are determined to continue on the achievements that we have made as a government so far.